Okay, welcome to another video. We're on to part three of the learning path, but we had to take an L at the end of part two. I just couldn't get the code to work. So I might wanna, so let's look over part three here. We've got a table of contents. Um, we've got a number of things here. Here's a summary of what we did in part one and part two. So we set up a local development environment and then deployed both a staging and a production environment on Heroku. I remember doing that. That worked just fine. In part two, we set up a PostGR ESQL database along with SQL Alchemy and Alembic to handle migrations. So I was able to set up the database, but that was actually very difficult. There were a lot of differences between what the tutorial was saying and what ended up happening. I wasn't able to install the same version in the tutorial. I had trouble doing that. And I couldn't use the same naming in the tutorial because it was just not intuitive at all, and I had to go down rabbit holes in forums to even get to where I got, which was absent the migrations. I couldn't get the migrations to work. That's where I had to take the L. So in today's video, I'll be adding in the backend logic to scrape and then process the word counts from a web page using the Request Beautiful Soup and Natural Language Toolkit libraries. But before I do that, I think I'm going to have to get these migrations working. So I think I'm going to take the code from the repo and uh, and then before moving on, just install the code. So and let's do this in the environment. Okay. All right. So we'll download part one here. Okay, let's just open it with the archive manager for now before saving it. I just want to see what's in here. Okay, so it looks like we got everything in here. Uh, okay, so I think I'm going to start all the way over from the very beginning. Um, and I think I'm not even going to name things wet bulb tracker. I'm going to do this tutorial first and then try to uh, get my wet bulb project to work. I'm going to do those as separate things. Combining them together just makes it too confusing for me, too difficult for me. So we're going to wipe out this whole real Python repo, and then we're going to create a new one called flask-by-example and use that one instead. So I got to get logged into GitHub. Okay, and then we'll go and we'll do all of the um, commands and stuff again, try to get that to work. But for now, we're gonna delete this whole repo. So it kind of sucks. I don't know if that's the best course of action, but that is what I will be doing. Okay, and I've never actually deleted a repo before. How do I? Oh, here we go. So this is all the good stuff. They put this in a special section and highlighted in red, so you don't do anything accidentally, which is definitely a good thing. Um, so you don't do this accidentally. I'm going to do it purposefully. It looks like they require you to go through uh, numerous confirmations. Accidentally deleting your repo would be a really, really bad thing. So I understand the consequences. I want to delete the repo, so I had to type that explicitly, click confirm, and not only that, I have to actually enter my password and confirm that as well. Yeah, so deleting a repo is hugely consequential, so they set up a lot of protections for that. All right, but let's create a new repo. It's going to be called flask by example. Okay, and then we'll um, let's do a real Python. Oh, right, it's at the bottom. I keep forgetting about that. Okay. We'll have a description, which is a link to this. Yep, it's public. Yeah, everything's good. Okay, now we'll delete everything on my actual PC. Okay, and then we'll clone it. So we want our present working directory to be here because when we clone it, it'll make a new directory for the repo. Yep, and we did want to, it's okay that it's empty. We'll fill it in later. Okay, so we're going to fill it in now with the part1 code. It saved it somewhere. I'm not sure where it saved it. Okay, so it saved it under downloads. So let's move that over. Okay, and then we'll unzip. So let's do a man tar.gz, or we'll do, I think it's tar dot like vfz or something like that. I don't know. So we want to extract, yeah. So tar dash dash extract. Yeah, let's try that. Okay, so we got that extracted. All right, and that's everything. So I'm gonna move it from that file. We'll do a mv star dot dot, and now this is an empty folder, and all the files are there. So now we can do a rm star. Oh, all right, so now we've got all the files ready to go. See if I can cat it out, make sure everything, yep, so everything's just in text, it's not compiled or anything like that, so we know the unzipping was done correctly. So we get status. Okay, so now let's add these files and then push them up to the repo. So we get remote dash v. Okay, get add, git commit dash m, and say installing part1 code as given by tutorial repo to make sure that future steps happen properly. I was having trouble with the database migration section and want to make things easier on myself by using the exact code the tutorial is using. Okay, so now that we've got the code good to go for that, and now we are missing a few things here. Looks like we're missing a .git ignore file. So I'm definitely going to want to do that. Let's just go back through the tutorial for part one, and hopefully we can do that very quickly right now. Okay, so I think we can just go to the commands. Yeah, so yeah, and we're going to use different than they are. Um, so we're going to go, but we are going to make a virtual environment just like they have. So Python 3 -m -v. Perfect. Source env bin activate. All right. Okay, then they wrote the application. Yep, they made a get. Yep, we've already got that. Oops, they have a get ignore as well. So we definitely want to make a get ignore, and we'll put in the venv and PyCache into that. So fly ignore, and I think it's just dot get ignore. There's no extension afterwards. All right. Okay, so we'll push that change up, and then we'll go to setting up Heroku. Okay, so we already signed up for it. Oh, so I think we're gonna need to log into it again, go through all that sort of stuff. That's okay. Okay, so now it's Heroku login. Now that we have Heroku, we just installed it here. All right, and we are logged in. Okay, so now we need to create a proc file. We should already have that, so let's just guarantee that. Yep, got that. Okay, and then we're going to need to, we should already have that as well. Um, okay, so we won't need to do anything there. All right, so now we need to create our application. So we're going to call it, we're going to name it after the learning path. So uh, yeah, so if we go to here, and then we go here, and then we want to search for flask by example, and we'll get our results down here. Okay, so we're on part 3 of this. Part 3 will be, we're going to do this word count app. Yeah. So Yeah, so I think we'll call it grams word count. Uh, so we're not going to just call it Python real Python example app. We'll call it word count app. Yeah, so we're going to do a Heroku create now, and we're going to create grams word count app. Okay, looks good to me. Then we gotta push this to Heroku master. We should have some extra if we do a git remote dash v. Yep, so now we've got Heroku set up. That was set up when we installed Heroku. So now we can push uh, my changes to Heroku. Let's do that. Oh, so it looks like we've got some problems here. It's not available for this. So okay, so it looks like the Python version is not available. So let's update that file to use a different Python version. So runtime, that's Python 351. Let's see what version of Python I have. I have version 369, so we'll use the same version up there that I'm using on my virtual machine here. Perfect. Oh, so it looks like we got another problem here. Um, so git push Heroku master. The same version of this code has already been built. Oh, okay. It looks like. Oh, I see. Maybe because I didn't. Yeah, I didn't add that. Okay. Using. Okay, so now that I actually have that file added, um, oh, okay. So the version's still not available. That's okay. We'll just get rid of this file. Um, allow Roku to use any version. Oops. Okay, so now it can use any version. It looks like it's going with version 396, which is what I wanted to use. Or I guess I was using 369 before. I don't remember, but 396 will be totally fine. Um, so, all right, we're good to go. Well, actually, I don't know yet. I might be speaking too soon. Okay. Yep, we are good to go. So next step, we're going to do Heroku open. Oh, right, and I forgot you could do this. Yeah, so you can just go right to your web page by doing Heroku open. App crashed. Okay, I don't understand why that happened. I thought this would be easy. All right, well, I don't think that's good. Oh, okay, here we go. Why is there a... Why is there an error? I think it's because I'm missing something that was given in here. Yeah, I think it's because maybe I have this not working. Or I don't have anything. Yeah, I have no idea. Oh. I always think it's dash F because it stands for file, but it's not. It's dash R. Yeah. I need to make a environment variable. What? Did I not install Flask? Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I need to, let's see here. Oh my God. This is starting to wear on me here. I think I need to go like this. I need to follow this example usage. What is this? That does not look good. I don't want that on my computer. Oh, okay. Now we're talking. Okay. I don't know what this is. I want this to go away. Oh, okay. It's a Flask thing. Okay. Okay. So now we got our hello world working in our development environment. So now we need to check. Now that we have our development environment working, we've got to get our staging and our production environment to work as well. Okay, so Flask one run now works. Um, yeah, we've got our development environment working. So hopefully there's instructions to set up the staging environments or the production environment, whichever one comes first. Okay, so I think I created I created an app already. Um, yeah, so let's see. Let's do a Heroku open. All right, yeah, this is the problem still. App crashed. I don't know what that means. I'm already on Google. I wanted it to be easy. I didn't want to have to Google things. The whole reason I'm doing this is so I don't have to Google things. But now I've got to Google a bunch of stuff. Yeah, how do you get the... Oh, okay. I guess we'll try a Heroku restart. Hard setting a port. All right, let me try a Heroku restart. Oops. What is it? Heroku something? Heroku open. Still. App crashed. Oh, I see. There's no app settings. Yeah, os.environ app settings. Still crashed. I still have a problem with app settings. Hmm. All right, I guess I can ignore that for a while because I've got, well, I don't know. I don't want to ignore that. Oh man, I'm confused. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna blow out all of these files and just put in the part 3 files, or actually the part 2 files. And then as we do part 3, we'll modify the files to bring them up to part 3 again, as we were doing before. And then when we go to part 4, if we have to take an L in part 3, we'll load up all of the part 3 files as given to us. Okay, so yep, we're going to do rm-r rf star. Okay, and now we've got an empty repo, so if we do a git status, everything's now gone. So we'll commit that. Installing, clearing out step 1 files, need the step 2 files to work so I can begin step 3. Okay, so now let's get the step 2 files. Okay, so let's run these shell commands now. We can search for a shell. Oh, no, we can't. Okay, well, that's fine. Okay, yeah, everything looks okay. Oh, I think I'll have to create my VNV again because I deleted it. Oh, I'll have to. Okay. Oh, and my other file. Oh, I already have it. Okay. Oh. This is a nightmare. I'm sorry, this is just a complete and total nightmare. I might have to end the video and come back to this. I kind of wish I hadn't deleted my repo that I had before. I feel kind of stupid for doing that because I was I was way beyond here. I guess the smart way would be to just create a second one and then after create another repo and then delete it once I got this one to work. But I didn't do it that way. I did it the dumb way, and now I've got a problem here. Okay, yeah, so that's going to be it for this video. I'm still going to post this video, um, just because, I don't know, it might be for historical purposes or whatever, but this is probably one of my worst videos because I just completely did something really dumb by deleting that tutorial, or that repo that I had. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess I gotta look at this further. But that's all I got for this video. So thanks for watching and see you in the next one.